Hey guys, welcome to my Facebook Live. You know I love doing these because I'm at home and I've got all these ideas brewing in my head and going through my emails and whatever. So today's vlog, I guess, is all about wanting to become a blogger, wanting to be an influencer, specifically in Ottawa. I can't tell you how many emails I get, like at least 2 daily about this. People want to meet with me, pick my brain, etc., etc. But, I'm busy. I have a full-time job. I do this full-time as well. I have a child, husband, house, etc., etc., etc. Friends, social events, all that stuff. So if only I had time to meet with everybody, I can't. And also, it's exhausting, and it's also my trade secrets. So if I'm gonna share my secrets with you guys, at least I'll do it on a platform that I can leverage on, and that's being strategic. And I highly recommend it for all of you, otherwise you'll burn out. Okay, and I'm not about burning out. I'm good. I got my schedule going strong. So I have notes. So this is inspired by a few emails that I got the last couple days, and I thought, you know what, let me do this and write it all out. So the first thing is, I have 10 tips. The first thing is, so how do you become a blogger? First thing is, do what you're good at. If you are not good at writing, if you are not good at taking photos, if you don't really like fashion or whatever, it's not going to work for you. Do something that you're passionate about, because that passion will never go away. So when people are like, oh, how do you have ideas and all this stuff, it's like, I just do because it's in me. So I'm not pushing anything. I'm not forcing myself to ever do anything. And that's what's important. When you find something that you're really good at, you stick to it, the passion remains, and it'll always feed your creativity. You'll always have content. You'll always know what to do with it. So number 1 tip, do what you're good at. And with that, it's find your niche, because when you have a niche, you have a target audience. It's very specific. You're not trying to say everything to everyone. And I never really understood what that meant until I experienced it myself. And I don't know if you've read my last blog post, but I talk about the target audience and not being able to work for free and in exchange for promotion. Because when you exchange for promotion and it's vast promotion, you're not going to get anything out of it, because it's not the people that you're trying to reach. But when you have that small pool of people that you want to, that are listening to you, then your message is going to be strong and it'll resonate, and they will follow back, and you will get so much more engagement from it. So find a niche and stick to it. And that was my success with my blog, because nobody was covering curvy fashion in Ottawa. Well, some people were, but nobody was doing it the way I did, I guess, or maybe I resonated to more people, and I think I struck a chord, and people wanted to listen, and they liked my style, and they could relate to what I was going through, and I shared my stories. So find your niche, stick to it, build your target audience. You don't have to have 10 billion followers. Stick to an audience that's real and that are actually listening to you and listening to what you have to say, okay? So that's kind of 2, but I forgot about that. I'm going to write that down later. So the second thing is real connections, real relationships. So build real connections and relationships with real humans. We're on Instagram, we're on social media, we're doing everything digitally, but look around you. Wouldn't it be cool to walk into a room and people know who you are, instead of being online and people know who you are? So people forget that. Everyone is really obsessed with the number of followers and all this stuff, but I have years of networking experience. I went to every single networking event in this town. This was 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, when I was looking for work and before I started my business. I kid you not, I used to go to at least 3 or 4 networking events in Ottawa every week. It was exhausting, but I met 1 billion people, and now those 1 billion people are my friends. And I have people who listen when I write stuff, when I post stuff, when I promote. So don't forget about real connections and relationships. And relationships are built with time. So it's like when you're selling something, don't sell it to a stranger, sell it to a friend. Or convince a friend, versus saying hi, buy my product. It's I don't know you. I don't want to know you because I have nothing to do with you. Okay? So build your connections, real connections, and create those relationships and just foster those relationships. Work on them, stay connected with people, and it's a real relationship. You're not selling them. You're just being real. Okay, third, support local. If you want to start local. Go into local stores, be curious, explore, meet the store owners. They're always there, and they're always happy to meet people who are willing to promote their stuff. And I have to say, in the beginning, you're going to spend money. You have to buy their stuff. They're not going to give it to you for free because they don't know who you are. You don't have a relationship. Why should they trust you? So spend a little bit. Go see people. Go buy your stuff. Find the things that you like. Go to local craft fairs and, engage with business owners that you like their product and then that you want to promote it. And anyways, that's how you start. That's what I did. That's how I met all these wonderful people that are creating amazing stuff in our city. So support local, start local. It's small, but you can grow from there. And if local is not your niche, then find another strategy. But if you want to be, an Ottawa blogger, get to know the people in your town first and foremost. So the fourth thing is go to events. So I kind of touched on it. So networking events like craft shows, whatever, social events, anything that's online. If you follow me as a friend on Facebook, I always like every event in the city that I think is cool, because by me liking it, everyone else can see what's going on. And then people ask me, oh, what's hot this week? Or what are you doing this week? Or blah, blah, blah. I know what's going on in the city because I'm following stuff, and then Facebook recommends something to me. So I'm just constantly staying in the know. That's how I know. That's my research. Okay, and you should do the same thing. So you can't just sit back and expect people to invite you to stuff if you're never around, if you never go to things. So go to events. Number 5, work for free in the beginning. You need to build your experience. You need to build your portfolio. You need to get out there and do stuff and get the experience. So yeah, it's going to be free in the beginning. And now I'm on year 3 of my blog and finally getting major contracts. Like I have working with McDonald's, which is amazing. Worked with Place d'Orléans. So I'm getting all these awesome files, but I didn't do that in year 1. And this is, I've had to work at it. And I blog consistently, maybe 8 to 10 posts a month. So, you got to start humble. Start from the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here, right? So the next one is just start, do it, be consistent. Okay, so people are like, oh, I'm thinking of doing this, and what are your suggestions? I'm like, why are you thinking? There's no time for thinking. Start writing, start taking photos, start posting, and then you'll figure it out. It doesn't have to be crystal clear. And I'll tell you, I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, you know what? I want to share my weight loss journey. I want to share pretty photos of me in cute clothes. Okay, so I did it. And then all of a sudden, oh, I get invited to this, and oh, I get approached by this brand, and and that's started from the bottom, now we're here. You got to start somewhere, but just start and produce content and be consistent. If you promise, if you put on your blog, oh, we'll see you next week, you better show up next week because you're going to lose everybody. So never make those promises that you can't commit to. Number 7, it's a job. Prove you're good at it, send your resume, get the experience. So like I was saying just before, I said just start. So how do you get a job? You maybe volunteer first, and then you get good, you get experience, then you get hired, then you get a better job. It's the same thing. So you can't start a blog and then expect, oh, I'm working with all these big brands and all these big people. So it's a job, prove you're good at it, send your resume, get experience. So when you have the experience, you can prove to the big brands, hey, look at me, here's what I've done, take a chance on me, etc. So document your experience and create yourself a resume. So number 8, don't get caught in the numbers game until it matters. Okay, I know we're all obsessed with our numbers. I look at it every day, every minute. And it's like, what picture did well? How many likes do I have? Why didn't this do well? Blah, blah, blah. But I've been at it for 3 years now, so I know what works for me. somehow people like my face. If I have my face in my photos, I'm gonna get more likes. If I do like a pretty flat lay of all my makeup and stuff like that, it's not gonna do well. So thank you, I am flattered that you guys like my face. That's part of my success. So thank you for that. And also any outfit shot will always do very well, but so much work goes into producing those shots. So, you know, we can't just, I wish I had enough photos to just post those every day. That'd be lovely. I also need to get an Instagram husband if that was the case. So more on that later. So don't get caught in the numbers until it matters. So build your numbers, you know, monitor your engagement, change things up, see what does well for you. Just, you know, it's like part of measurement. So like, look at your numbers, don't be obsessed, don't compare. There's a lot of people scamming their numbers right now. You know, 2-3 years ago, I was still new to the Instagram game. Ottawa Instagram game was very quiet. And all of a sudden, I look at accounts now, people have like 15,000 followers, 100,000. And I'm like, where were you 3 years ago? I've never seen you online. And also, tell me how you got 100,000 followers. I would love 100,000 followers. But again, the numbers, don't get obsessed with the numbers. It doesn't mean anything. You can have a bajillion followers, but if 5% of them are in Ottawa, well, that's not a big reach. But if you have, you know, 10,000 followers and 80% of them are local Ottawa followers, that's the value. Those are real humans, that it matters. So if you have if you're promoting an Ottawa event, but your followers don't have enough, your followers are not local, then who cares? Why are you, you know, advertising an Ottawa event and your people are in Dubai? It doesn't make sense. So if you're a brand and you're working with an influencer, make sure their following is local, or at least the audience that you're trying to target. Because we see a lot of that stuff happening right now, especially because the followers aren't real. So more on that later. Number 9, always do good work. And this is, this is a thing that I need to remember as well. Sometimes we spread ourselves too thin and we work fast and we just want to like push everything out the door. And then at the end of the day, you're disappointing your client because it's the client's first time that they're working with you. They haven't been with you for 3 years. So always do good work, keep the quality of your work high, and people will hire you again and again and again. You'll never have any problems. But if you start doing shoddy work, that's the end of your career, that's the end of your business. And it's also like, enhance your work. So when I look back at my hideous photos when I started Instagram, I'm like, oh God, I want to delete this. But I'm like, who cares? Like, it was the past. That's what I learned from. You can't hate the past. You know, you actually have to like embrace what you've done in the past. And so I've learned a lot. Like right now, I only post really good quality images on Instagram. And sadly, Instagram has become a place where it's not instant photos. We've now like, it's like we're at the mercy of our photos for Instagram. The idea was to share live photos. When you're at an event, you share the photos live. Now we're like, no, I need to hire a photographer, do a professional photo shoot, then upload. But that kind of takes away from the whole fact that it's Instagram. So anyways, I've succumbed. I only post like as professional photography as I can. I actually learned photography. I'm using my camera. I'm trying to enhance all my skills, and that's coming later. That's number 10, tip number 10. So actually we might as well segue. So after always do good work, number 10, enhance your skills. So if you're not good at photography, get a camera, learn how to take good photos, learn about lighting, learn about editing your photos. Just get better, do better work. If you want to learn about blogging, start a WordPress website. Get in there and just write. Like, if you don't know what to write about, well, just pick something and just write about it. Pick something that you really like. And that's, again, number 1, do what you're good at. Don't force yourself to do something that you're not good at, because it's gonna die. You're not gonna have enough creativity. You're not gonna have enough passion behind it to keep driving that force. So just enhance your skills. If you, like, my big thing is, I'm not good at, I do so many typos, and I'm sorry. It's because I'm in a rush. And again, that comes back to do good work. Maybe I need more help. So one day I'm gonna hire an editor and then they can correct everything and it'll be all clean and nice. You know, I do so much online learning. Like I always learn about like things like SEO and social media strategy and how do I get people back on my blog and all this stuff. So learn what you're not good at. Enhance those skills because like I said, number 9, always do good work. So at the end of the day, your product's gonna be that much better, and it's just part of growing your business. So it's, you know, you started from the bottom, now we're here. Anyways, that was long. I don't want to bore you guys, but if you have questions, I see we've got 4 people on here. Do you guys have any questions? Anyone? Hey, Amanda. Anyways, so if you found that helpful, great. I'm happy to do more of these helpful videos. You know, I'm trying to position myself as influencer marketing specialist in Ottawa. I have a lot of great gigs, a lot of great opportunities that I've worked with local people. You know, I go to so many events and people are so nice to me. You know, they come up to me and they're like, oh, hey, Shancy. And I'm like, I don't know who you are, but hey, let's be friends. So I'm sorry if I don't always recognize you guys, but I really love it when you come to me. I know sometimes I get like these secret winks and smiles in the grocery store because I have a feeling that they're following me. You know, I had a girl stop me on the street once. I was crossing the street at a stop sign and she rolls down her window. She's like, hey, Shancy. And I was like, hey. So anyways, I love those moments. They make me feel like people are watching, and I love that. So don't be afraid. And if I don't know who you are, you know, I'm so sorry, but I'm here. I'm going to say hello and I'm going to be as friendly as I can. And we can just be friends and build real relationships and real connections. Number 2. So if you want, I'll go through the 10 things quickly just because I want to wrap this up. First thing, do what you're good at. Second, make real connections, real relationships. Number 3, support local, start local. Number 4, go to events in real life. Number 5, work for free. Started from the bottom, now we're here. I'm gonna get to you, Amanda. Let me just finish here. Number 6, just start, do it, be consistent. Number 7, it's a job. Prove you're good at it, send your resume, get experience. Number 8, don't get caught in the numbers until the numbers matter. Number 9, always do good work. And number 10, enhance your skills, always, whether it's photography, blogging, SEO, social media strategy, learn all the things. So just joining in, how do you find multitasking? I love my agenda, but often feel like I struggle with managing my time, from working my day job to trying to find the time to manage. Okay, my calendar is everything. I have everything in my calendar, and I also have a running to-do list. So I kind of do it by project, or I call them assignments. You know, I book it in my calendar, contact my, invest in a good photographer. Yes, if you're not good at photography, hire Camara. She is awesome. She makes me look good. So yeah, as far as time management goes, because I work full time as well. So, you know, put it in my calendar, contact my photographer, Camara. I'm giving you a lot of plugs here, Camara. You know, make those, just do all the logistics, contact everyone. I have a running to-do list on my phone. And I kind of bundle everything. I remember, you know, like let's say I have a photo shoot, schedule it there, contact the photographer, get that organized, and then I put it in my to-do list. You know, like photo shoot, okay, it's for this brand, you know, and then even down to the like getting paid at the end when I publish it or whatever. So I kind of just do all my little subtasks out of that one task. So I don't know, did that answer your question? Do you guys have any more questions? It's sometimes like, there was a time, you know, the time that I did the Mexico promo event, I think I had like 10 campaigns all at once, and I swear to God, I was crying. I was like, what have I done? I said yes to everything. But you know what? I don't have any jobs right now. So I had like 10 jobs all at once, and now I'm like reaching out to people being like, hey, I just wrapped up all my assignments. Do you have any work for me? Do you have any work for me? Like, so I was like crying a few months ago because I had too many campaigns all at once. and now I'm like desperate for some paid work. However, this is the time to create your own content because you don't get a chance to do that. So again, being strategic. I don't have the chance to like write about stuff that's not necessarily sponsored, or sometimes I have ideas in my head. So being strategic helps as well. And also, I don't know, I'm crazy. I sleep very well, but pretty much I'm like the most efficient human on earth, and I like doing everything all at once. It's exhausting, but so far I haven't found my limit, so God bless. Anyways, any more questions? Because I feel like we should wrap this up. I don't want to be annoying. So I did a photo shoot earlier today. Hopefully the pictures turn out. Okay. Have a good day, guys. Let me know what you think. Share this video with your friends after. I think it's gonna be a goodie. I might pay to boost this guy. Okay, thank you, Amanda. Hopefully that helped. Thanks, Camara. You're the bomb.com. Okay, bye.